In the world of sports, records are the most fascinating thing that can rejuvenate the positive energy of the players. Of course, records are there to be broken by someone with more phenomenal performance, but here are the most unbreakable records in the history of the NBA. Wilt Chamberlain was a once-in-a-lifetime player. Apparently, he came from another planet to play basketball with humans, and that's precisely why his performance was so outstanding on the court. It's impressive when NBA players manage to score 30-plus points, but Chamberlain blew right out of the water with consecutive 30-point games. Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points in an individual game is surely the ultimate feat in basketball. He literally played every minute of every game, including overtime. There are many reasons Wilt holds the position of one of the most dominant players of the NBA, and this is just one of them. On March 2, 1962, Wilt made the unbreakable record in NBA's history by scoring 100 of the Philadelphia Warriors' 162 points. Chamberlain shot 36 for 63 from the field and 28 for 32 from the charity stripe in the game and reached the century mark by finishing the fourth quarter with 31. Chamberlain made another record-smashing performance in the 61-62 season in which he averaged 50.2 points per game for the Warriors. He called it his proudest achievement. None of the NBA players can beat this record yet. However, Kobe Bryant is the only one to come closest to this record by scoring 81 against the Raptors in 2006. The 1961-1962 season is full of legendary records that are nearly impossible to break. It was a special one for Mr. Robertson, as Robertson's ridiculous averages are something the NBA would struggle to see ever again. The mark 30.8 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 11.4 assists are just amazing to look at. But the whole story doesn't end here. The Big O also averaged 11 free throw attempts per game with 80.3% shot from the line. Despite scoring an impressive 22.9 shot from the floor, he even posted an amazing 47.8% from the floor. Moving towards 1971-1972 season, we all witnessed the amazing winning streak. The Lakers went on a roll, and it seemed like nobody could stop them on the path to winning the NBA championship. The Lakers won 33 games in a row and became pretty dominant for almost half of the season. Their roster from that season explains it all. The campaign came to an end with Los Angeles scoring a 69-13 record, making it all the way to winning the NBA championship. It seems impossible that we'll ever see such a winning streak ever again. John Stockton set an unbreakable record with 15,806 career assists, more than second-place Jason Kidd, who has 12,091. The record set by Stockton is surely jaw-dropping, considering how highly Kidd is ranked among point guards in the history of the NBA. Steve Nash ranks 6th with 9,252 assists, while Chris Paul with 4,228 is going to have an uphill battle ahead of him if he ever manages to top the charts. Stockton had a killer as a partner, Karl Malone, being one of the most lethal duos in history. Undoubtedly, the Utah Jazz is the best passer in the history of the NBA and a legendary point guard who is capable of giving an assist with his eyes closed. John Stockton not only has amazing command over passing the ball, but also has an innate talent of stealing the ball in the court. His astonishing 5 consecutive seasons with 200 steals and 13 straight seasons with more than 100 steals are not easy for any of the players to break. Stockton finished his career with 3,000 assists, which is still prevalent today. Chris Paul is an active player with the most steals of stat, 2,453. It seems Stockton's record will probably never be broken. Stephen Curry is likely to set another untouchable record as he's currently having 3,117 three-pointers and seemingly finish his career with around 3,500 threes, a stat surely not easy to break. Phenomenal performance is promising to meet the record set by Curry. Looks like James Harden with 2,593 and Damian Lillard with 2,143 might soon hit 3,000 three-pointers, but breaking Stephen Curry's record looks unlikely. These NBA players are surely an impressive type that every coach wants running the offense. LeBron James played 19 seasons at a superlative level and recorded 30.3 points per game at 37 years, which is literally mind-blowing. He's one of the players who has played the longest in the NBA, but it's his consistency that's most impressive rather than his longevity. And more precisely, LeBron James has a 142.6 VORP because of his consistency. Michael Jordan is the only player who managed to score closest with 116.05, while Chris Paul is among active players with the highest VORP of 93.68. Of course, the NBA records are incomplete without talking about Scott Skiles' 30 dimes. That's truly insane. John Stockton may have more assists than any of the players in the history of the NBA, but even he couldn't do what Scott Skiles did on December 13th of 1990. Skiles dimed up his teammates 30 times against the Nuggets in a blowout game. Only 3 players and better than 25 since the record of Scott Skiles. Michael Jordan's back-to-back 50-point playoff games are unbeatable. Michael has a record of 8 59-point playoff games. Amazingly, he got 2 of them in back-to-back games. In the '88 playoffs, MJ gave Cleveland 50 in Game 1, then came back with 55 in Game 2. Clearly, no one can defeat the talent of young Michael Jordan in basketball. These are the most jaw-dropping records in the NBA history. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon.